football is giving Chelsea enormous problems.
They're outnumbering them in midfield. They're overloading midfield, and then they've got great movement up front. And Welbeck, they're just waiting to go off the back of a defender.
All Arsenal early on, nearly all Arsenal anyway. And Welbeck's header! Oh, and somehow Ramsey was unable. David Luiz with injury. They both returned to win the Champions League final that year. Two recent finals Arsenal have been involved in. A lot more than that already today, of course, and he might be vital. Don't forget Champions League final preview show next Friday at 7 o'clock, and then the big match. Volley.
Semi-cleared, isn't it? And Xhaka's just come to the edge of the box. He works around his body to get it on his left side. Decent strike, but Courtois in that near post area. If you're going to beat him, it's got to go across the keeper, I think, there. Carries it away, but a fantastic 32 minutes of football from both teams, but particularly Arsenal.
Can they maintain this intensity? Easier to play this one in. Holding was trying to win it. Courtois did, and now the brakes on. It's Diego Costa. Moses is out to his right. Here he is. Matic. He's Hazard again, very much the danger man. Marcus Alonso. And Arsenal, it's their turn to counter now. Real cut and thrust about this.
I think that's when Sanchez just needs to be a bit calmer when Arsenal get it back. And caught up getting too excited.
Lack of them on the Arsenal bench, because is Mertesacker going to last the whole 90? I think he's going to have to, isn't he?
Well, the way he started, you feel that you hope he does, because he's been brilliant, but it's the fatigue levels that will set in.
Pedro to play this in, that won't be a problem at all for Ospina.
I think if Arsenal could win it, we'd have to name it the Mertesacker final, because so many people writing him off before the game, and he's been brilliant at the back. He hasn't really been tested too much. We expect more to come from Chelsea, but so far so good for Arsenal.
Here's Bellerin. Ramsey picks it up again. In an FA Cup final when he was 17 for Cardiff City, Ramsey. In 2008 against Portsmouth. Hazard's little flick didn't quite find Diego Costa. Chelsea left out Hazard and Costa from their starting lineup in the semi, but Hazard in particular came on to some effect in that game. Holding inside to Xhaka, it's a poor ball from him, and they were very, very lucky there with the slip by Pedro, otherwise Chelsea might have been in. Picks it up again and shown his old Barcelona form this season. Top by Monreal. There's a ferocious determination about Arsenal's work. Welbeck. A careless ball, really, that for Ozil.
It was, Ian, it was. It needed to be taken more care of. Played in the path, and Ozil was right in behind them. They're the little things that you've got to get right when when you've got 3 versus 2.
But Ian's right, there's a determination.
Ozil demands the ball again and again picks up Sanchez's run. Chelsea hadn't tracked that at all. Sanchez might have hit that with his left, but he turned back onto his right and then
I think he's angry, Sanchez, there with Welbeck's movement. Look at this great run, fantastic pass. He's looking for the movement. Waiting, Welbeck falls over and the chance is gone.
No angles, but it's a lovely little blindsided run from Sanchez though, and Luiz didn't have a clue where he was when he made his run. There's just no support for him there.
Arsenal corner on that side already, to be taken by Ozil. Nothing much has come of them so far, and nothing much came of that one either. Luiz got it away. And Shackle's having a fine game in that midfield for Arsenal today.
Azpilicueta there, impatient. Xhaka having a fine game.
It's the Arsenal fans who are making the noise away to our right, the red and white clad half of the stadium. Conte gets it away. He hasn't been able to get into this in midfield. Neither Matic, not really. Arsenal won't want half-time to come, will they?
No, that's the problem. The way they're playing at the moment, you'd be thinking, let's get the second. This is the goal. Look, there's Ramsey clearly in an offside position. Sanchez follows his ball. Ramsey goes towards the ball. Hands go up for Chelsea. Look at Cahill, goalkeeper. For me, that's got to be given, I'm afraid. There's the ball spinning, and Ramsey is an offside. He's going towards the ball. He's interfering with play.
Definitely a handball debate as well as everything else. The goal stands. Pedro. Moses. Chance to let one go there was curling it. Xhaka made sure he got his hands behind his back there. And got the block in anyway. Oh, it's a lovely ball in there to Pedro. Couldn't keep it down. The man who did score in our Champions League final here for Barcelona against Manchester United back in 2011.
Well, it's Pedro. I think Mertesacker should come across to deal with it. He's late to come across. Pedro should punish him. And that tiredness may be creeping in. I've been watching Mertesacker just off the play there, off screen, and he's marshalling that defence. He's screaming at everybody. He's trying to get protection around him at all times.
It's interesting, Martin, that you just see Hazard pop the ball into Pedro, and they're both playing the same shape, both teams, and it's almost Ozil and Sanchez, Pedro and Hazard. Who's going to come out on top from those 4 players that are going to win this game?
We'll have the answer in the next hour or so. Moses with a little bit of a deflection. Espina made a meal of that. In fact, a bad meal. He spilt it.
You got Ramsey, where it was very calm there for him.
Well, you can see the Arsenal ladies team playing Manchester City women tomorrow, 11:30, BT Sport 1. And from Scotland, the Ladbrokes Premiership, Hamilton against Dundee United, BT Sport 1, 2:15 for that big match north of the border.
Looked a bit nervous there, didn't he, Glenn? Espina.
I think he was a little bit unsure, wasn't he, about Mertesacker. He gave him the call, but he left it late, didn't he, Mertesacker?
Chelsea get the free kick. 5 minutes from the break here of a first half that Arsenal have largely dominated and could have more than the one goal that they do have. I don't think he throws teacups around, but I don't know, maybe he does.
I think he's one that could do, but he hasn't had to do it too many times this season. But he knows they weren't at it at the beginning. They're slowly getting back into the game, aren't they, Chelsea? But they could have been out of it.
I have to think they'd improve after the break. Hazard to get this one in. Referee's given a free to Arsenal for an infringement on the edge of the box as that ball was in mid-air.
Well, Ramsey's gone down. I think maybe Costa has clattered into him. It's just really let Arsenal off the hook again.
To play forward towards Ozil. Holding's got a run of games at the back end of the season. Conte threads it forward. Pedro through the gap again. He's been mighty impressive this season, not least that screamer he scored in that difficult away game at Everton on the run-in.
So much sharper, Pedro, this year. I mean, it's almost as if his brother turned up last season. He's been unrecognisable, back to the player that we saw at Barcelona.
I think this suits him, this system that Chelsea have played, Martin. Him and Hazard can get in little inside positions, inside left, inside right, and he's got a bit more freedom than last year.
It's interesting looking at him now. He's right in the middle there, isn't he? Almost as a centre forward with Hazard alongside.
It's not a bad ploy if you get him up against Mertesacker.
Be involved here and does win the header. Welbeck doing very, very well. Good hold-up play from him. Ramsey. There's Sanchez again. Every time those two get the ball, Ozil, Sanchez, they're looking for each other. And nobody could question Ozil's commitment or involvement today. It was on the line there as he bit into that challenge.
The referee's let it go as well. He gets to the ball. Who says that Ozil can't run back?
Hazard left in a heap after that.
I'm not sure he gets to that. Referee's right there though.
Hazard just flicks the ball away as Ozil's foot's coming in to make the tackle. It was a foul. Whether he feels that's a booking or not, we'll wait and see. But
he's let him off, hasn't he?
He has let him off, yeah.
I think the expression on the face of Mesut Ozil as he went to make that challenge rather summed up Arsenal's whole mood and approach today.
Well, very much so. Spot on. And there's times when you see him just stand still when a player's attacking and going against his defence, and that drives you mad as a manager. But there he put the yardage in, tried to get back and win the ball. There's been a real determination about Arsenal's play.
Just wondering whether we might see a very different Chelsea in the second half. Once Conte has got into them a bit. Moses lays it back, and N'Golo Conte to Pedro. Diego Costa's not going to get to that one. This could be his last game for Chelsea, by the way. A lot of talk about a lucrative move to China. Whether that happens, we shall see. 2 minutes of added time at the end of the half. And Chelsea bite back with a late equaliser. Hazard. Costa, Hazard again, Costa again, might break for him here. Bellerin should have got it away and didn't. It's Diego Costa, Marcos Alonso, and Arsenal at last do clear their lines.
It's becoming a real contest now, isn't it? Players really sharp now at this stage of the game, just before half-time. They're desperate, Chelsea, to get back in this.
Pedro again. He's looked the liveliest of the Chelsea attackers. Moses with the early ball. He was trying to curve that in behind the last defender. Free kicks given Chelsea's way here around the edge of the box. It's
a good break from Chelsea, and Moses puts a ball in there behind, but Anthony Taylor said, look, he's pushed him there. It's a bit late. You can't play the advantage and then bring it back for that. For me, that's just a bad cross, and it should have been allowed to be cleared by Arsenal.
Certainly is, but it's given Chelsea a great opportunity here.
With Marcos Alonso's lovely left foot from an inviting angle. This might be the last action of the half as well. He has scored 6 goals in Alonso. But not that time.
Very disappointing, isn't it? Miles away.
He's leaning back as well, isn't he? He hasn't got his body over it, his body weight over it to get it up and down. But when it's a little bit wider like that, there's more pressure on the taker. You have to be perfect. It has to go in right in the top corner from that angle.
A glance at the watch from referee Anthony Taylor. Oh goodness me, who Chelsea have been indebted to Gary Cahill in this first half. Here's Marcos Alonso. That is half-time. Arsenal ahead, very controversially. Alexis Sanchez with the goal. There'll be a raging debate about that at half-time, but Arsenal had other chances as well, and they lead Chelsea here by a 1-0 in the FA Cup final.
Ian, thank you very much. Rio turned to me just a couple of minutes ago and said, what a game of football this is, and he's right. As you can see, we've got a great view up here, and 3 very experienced pairs of eyes watching this one as well. All the analysis on what was a controversial goal, but a really, really interesting first half comes straight after the break.
Everyone could experience that.
Our team spirit's just unbelievable. We just do everything together, more than just football. Because I was one of them ones who was going off the rails. I come back into football and it gives you purpose. It changed me massively.
Ambitions for the future is to secure probably 3 years of funding by any source possible. Because if that does happen, then I think you start to see Shonin push through the legs.
Right, dear Shonin FC, when it comes to ambition, your club has it by the boatful. Your many wins go to show that hard work truly pays off. Well done, fellas, all of you, yeah? That's why we at Budweiser, in partnership with the Football Association, would like to help bring your facilities up to the same high standards that you hold yourself. With 100 grand donation to the club, up the boatman. It's there in black and white, mate.
I had no idea this was going to happen in my wildest dreams. It just feels that all the hard work's really been worth it.
There's not much money in grassroots football at all. So for someone to come in and do that for him, just there's nothing. Just can't say no words about it apart from thank you.
We love Shonin, 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 we love Shonin.
Let's have a fun.
With an opponent by clearly attempting to play a ball which is close to him when this action impacts on an opponent. Now, we know that Aaron's
going to get to this ball anyway, so I don't think Aaron Ramsey really plays a part in the goalkeeper's thinking. It's too far for him to come.
To handball, Stephen.
That's the big part. It's the handball, that's the most important thing, because it's clear handball and the referee's got a great view of it. So
it's the goalkeeper, so the goal should have been ruled out, in my opinion, for handball. But I've got to say, Aaron Ramsey was very clever there, because he had the awareness to think, I'm in an offside position, if I touch the ball, he'll be disallowed. So, fair play to Aaron Ramsey.
Okay, so you agree with that? Shouldn't have stood for handball?
It should have stood for handball, definitely, but then he got on to finish it. Well done to him.
Absolutely. Well, the question now remains, how is it only a 1-goal lead for Arsenal? They have been brilliant, and Chelsea have got to thank Cahill, because he's been immense at...
Yeah, they have, but I think Arsenal, they seem like a team that knew they had players out and had to dig in and be determined and dogged, and they've done that, and they've been fantastic going forward too. Gary Cahill, if they come out of this getting their hands on a trophy, these players, every one of them better go and thank him for that first half performance, and just in them 2 occasions here.
It should be over, Rio, shouldn't it?
Over.
If you think on chances, Arsenal will be sitting in that dressing room thinking, we should already have won this game, and that's a very dangerous position to be in, a 1-0 lead against this Chelsea team.
Yeah, great header from Danny. Welbeck's done everything other than score today. He's stretched them, he's held the ball up, he's been fantastic, running the channels.
And worryingly for Arsenal, Chelsea really just starting to come back into this towards the end of this first half, weren't they, Robbie?
Yeah, they were, but I've got to say Mertesacker has been fantastic that first half, as have the Arsenal back three, Monreal, Holding. But this is an opportunity once again. I agree with the boys that Arsenal should be 2 or 3.
Listen, you boys better finish these chances up because we're creating so many things.
Against Manchester City at the semi-finals, they did it then, and today they are turning on the style against Chelsea as well. It is, however, only a 1-goal lead, and Chelsea will be looking to make amends in the second half, which comes next.
Ladbrokes, proud sponsor of the Emirates FA Cup on BT Sport.
Checking out the options? Can we? What do you reckon? First goal scorer? Correct score? With Ladbrokes, there are loads of options. And right now, you should make the most of this great offer. Nice work, fella. Respect. Unbelievable.
In my quest for gold, I went in search of a place far, far away. A place they call the Ice Cave. It was so cold. But nothing compares to the ice-cold refreshment of a Coors Light. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
With Oak Furnitureland, you can furnish every room with beautiful 100% real hardwood furniture. From the dining room, to the bedroom, to the lounge. It's time everyone should know. You can have 100% real hardwood throughout. Our bank holiday sale ends Monday.
Any man, any occasion, Giacomo fits.
Be a payday baller with Walker's Pay Packets. Instant prizes inside packs from a £5 to £28,000.
I heard you sold your house. You must be chuffed.
Yeah, really pleased.
Did you use Purple Bricks?
No, they're just online.
No, they're proper estate agents. Real people. They just don't charge commission.
No commission?
No.
Ah, commiserate. The misery you feel when you spent thousands on commission but got nothing more for your money.
So I think I used the last of the milk.
Save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.co.uk.
Missed you, man. I missed you too, Spud. We did a deal, me, Begbie, Spud, Mark. Mark stole £16,000.
Simon, come on.
Francis Begbie's out. Call the police.
What shall I say?
Just tell them we're dead.
Where did it all go wrong? T2 Train Spotting. See it first on digital download.